On May 30th, the first ever Minecraft Ultimate Tournament will be happening. It is a tournament made by PikaClicks, the creator of Minecraft Saturdays and Winner Takes All. It is a simple Hunger Games tournament, but with one twist. There are over 100 teams. Today, I'm going to rank every team based on how well I think they will do in the tournament. There are a few things to keep in mind as I give my thoughts on the teams. I am not familiar with every single streamer in the event, and I really only know like 2/3. I did do a little research on every streamer to try and find out if I think they'll be good or not. But it's possible that I missed something that suggests they are better or worse than I think. For example, you probably can tell that CSGO streamer Boof Delivery used to be making Badline UHC and MCSG highlights for years, based on the content he makes now. That could be the case for some people that I ranked pretty low. Also, even though it is a survival games tournament, I judged a lot of the people who do a lot of Minecraft PvP based on how well they do in other games like UHC and Bed Wars, since I never watched a lot of survival games. Maybe some people are better in UHC than survival games, I don't really know. Lastly, this is just my own opinion on who I think will do well. You have the right to disagree with my opinion. It's very likely that I will get teams totally wrong, and some will surprise me with how well they do. Anyway, to start off the list, we have the group I put in F. This group is made up of people that don't play Minecraft very often, and don't try very hard when they do, and are probably just in the tournament to joke around. I do like a lot of these streamers, but I don't think there's any chance they will win the tournament. So in the F tier, we have Mickey and Whitecat, Mpesta and Technical, Isaac Y and Soft Willy, King Annie and Sylvie, Loverfella and Zombo, Rekid and Albino, Porgy and Wellen, Thinkster and Sophie Texas, Juniper and Zaro, Kryos and Callie Raimi, and Destiny and Peach Achu. Next up is the D tier, which is split into D plus and D minus. D minus is basically where I put everyone I didn't know, so it's one of the biggest groups I have. From what I could find, none of these streamers don't play Minecraft very often and aren't that interested in doing really well. But since I haven't heard of any of them before, they may have played competitive Minecraft in the past. So in the D minus tier, we have Yellow Spoon and A-Tray, Bread Witchery and Unsanity, Toxic and Typho, Ashley and Luxy, Bikeman and Rotten Poppy, Ahad and Dr. Candyman, Omega Pro and Sophia Bot, Chase Lions and Yizas, Delt 4 and Alk for Pawn 3, Spoon and Fist of the Walrus, Masayoshi and Quarter Jade, Kiwi and Zeta, Girl of Nox and Mizra, and Emioke and Lauren. Then we have the D plus tier, which is made up of two groups: Minecraft YouTubers that don't do any PvP games, or are, from what I've seen at least, just really bad at PvP, and non-Minecraft YouTubers that do seem to have an interest in competitive Minecraft, but need to be in team with another non-Minecraft YouTuber. Probably won't do very well. So, in the D plus tier, we have Failbot and Skip, Shovel and Strawberry, LD Shadow Lady and Oregon, I Deactivate and Pepsi, Brandon Crafter and your boy Gamer, Cybernova and Basically B, Mythzin and your pal Ross, Ash and the Pink Didi, Dead and Juan Gornizo, Ollie and Caprament, IMTY and Luke or something, King Burn and Michael McChill, Grunk and Larry Croft, Ink T and Timultainment, Ashley Marie and Matchy, Arliss and Icebomb, Poke and Beef Stew, and Dumbs and Yahiamice. Now we move on to the C tier. The C tier is made up of a lot of Minecraft YouTubers that don't do that much PvP, but still have done enough that, when teamed with the right teammate, they can do pretty well. Or Minecraft YouTubers I haven't heard of and don't know if they have a history of competitive Minecraft or not. I think it's likely that some of these teams will get a kill or two and go pretty far, but it's also likely that some of them die in the first 5 minutes. So in the C tier, we have Jerome ASF and Beijing Canadian, Ding That's a Long Name and CPK, Magic and Nup and Sifano, Mario and a Kimcraft, Antvenom and Captain Sparkles, Famous Films and Panda Fire, Luke the Notable and Socks, Beck Bro Jack and Desirid, Union and Salama, Arison and Bistro, I the Endier and Green, Fundy and Illumina, Ez Vandal and Cecilia, That One Tomahawk and Devin Mines, It's Richie and Xylophony, Duxo and Juan Juegos Juegos, SB73 and iBallistic Squid, and Wadzi and Tico. Next up we have the B tier, which like the D tier, I split into B minus and B plus. The B minus tier is made up of all the teams that were someone who is really good at Minecraft and someone who isn't very good at Minecraft. I think all of the good teammates are pretty likely to get a kill or two, but how well they do depends on how much they can carry their partner or not. In the B minus tier, we have Stimpe and Rizzo, ITMG and Pixel Craftian, Blushy and Elpa, Speedsilver and Razeworks, Exastorio and Styles, Boople and Krusty David, Norman and Revid, Lego Maestro and Kari Corvus, Jack Sexed Life and Ryguy Rocky, Caveman Films and Oblivion TU, Fruitberries and Poke, Quig and Voiceover Pete, Jack Plez and Mikey, Calvin and Optimus, Roberto and Ari, Antster and Mikey Dude, X Demon and Heine Mazu, Ace Nix and Mr. David, and Mike Crack and Dono. In the B plus tier, I put all of the good teams I didn't really know where else to put. It's pretty much made up of Skeppy and his friends, a few Spanish and Polish teams, and a few others. I think a lot of the teams here will go far, but they could also get killed early on if they run into a team in A or S. In the B plus tier, we have Skeppy and Finster, Just Verb and Linux, Dream and George Not Found, A6D and Tapel, Beat Solos and Fit, Estelic and Emmy, Squid Kid and Tubbo, 30 Virus and Akin, Sammy Green and RKY, Brody Animates and Purpled, Zyph Alopagus and Are You Madlo, Rubik and Conterstein, Chris Green and Shadoon, Fister and Tobias Gaiman, Redstone Canaries and Hippo, Joko and Boof Delivery, Kurtzy and Krinios, and Noah and Bitter. In the A tier, we have a lot of teams where both teammates are experienced in Minecraft PvP and both know what they are doing. Also, a lot of people I put in A tier I consider to be pretty underrated, such as Henry and Sneaksnag. I think a lot of these teams will go far and get a lot of kills unless they end up undergeared or fighting a team in S early on. In the A tier, we have Austrian Gaiman and Witch Tiger, Byslide and Nems, Fazone and Celtics, Let's Hugo and Bysteggy, A. Pierre and Jimmy, Bitchard and Mathox, Bitzel and Tommy Innit, Hannah XX Rose and Hannah Payton, Henry and Wisp, Pigjicle and Present, Pizza Hut and Princessly, Bushy Half and Fitba, and Sneeg and Lunboy. Lastly, we have the S tier, where I'll go over every team here individually. I think that one of these teams will be the winner, and at least all of them will go pretty far. The first team in S tier is Gwep and Degul84. They are two French Minecraft YouTubers that are actually both really big and get like 2,000 viewers per stream. Both of them are really good at PvP and play a ton of UHC, and honestly I have no clue why they are allowed to team together because they know each other really well. I think they will both get a ton of kills and they'll both go pretty far. Next we have Papalate and Danny. Papalate is a massive German streamer and he gets something crazy like 9,000 viewers a stream. And Danny is probably the best German PvPer in the event. The only thing stopping me from saying they will win is that I don't know how good Papalate is. I know he is okay at PvP, but whether they can take on teams like Gwep and Degul or Austrian Gaming and Witch Tiger, I don't know. Then we have Hazvik and Soy Bark Gamer. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Hazvik is probably the best PvPer in this entire tournament, and I'll be very surprised if he doesn't make the top 10. Soy Barker Gamer I haven't seen too much of, but I do know that he was in UHC on Air, which is a tournament made up of a lot of Minecraft PvP sweats, so I'm pretty confident in this team. Next we have Bad Boy Halo and Fire Breathman. I think anybody who would be watching this video knows who these two are, but if you don't, they are both Minecraft YouTubers who are really good at survival games, and I think both of them won on Minecraft Monday. While Minecraft Monday is probably the easiest tournament to win, it is no small feat that both of them did really well, especially when competing against people like Technoblade. I think they'll go pretty far. Then we have Cryptic and X Hockey, who are two Reddit UHC YouTubers. This is probably the S team I am least confident in because I have absolutely zero clue if Cryptic is good or not. But I do know that X Hockey is really good, and for him to have a teammate who also plays Reddit UHC will be a big advantage over teams like Speedsilver and Razeworks or Exastorio and Styles. Next we have Scotty and Big Shrimpin 69. Scotty is probably one of the best Hypixel UHC YouTubers in this tournament, and while it may not seem like it at all, Big Shrimpin 69 is actually criminally underrated as a Minecraft PvPer, and he's like an 8 star or something in Hypixel UHC. He even casually won a game of Blitz survival games on stream with Joko as his teammate. Joko. The only thing stopping me from making this team my winner pick is that I have no clue if Big Shrimpin will take it seriously or not. Finally, we have my winner pick for this season of Minecraft Ultimate, and that is Billy Shadow Apples and ZMC Nikolai. Like Gweb and the Ghoul 84, I have no clue why PikaClicks let them team together. I think a lot of people underrate Shadow Apple since compared to people like Xastorio and Hasvik, he is terrible at PvP, but compared to 80% of the people in this tournament, he is pretty good. Nikolai is also one of the best UHC players of all time, and he has won a Minecraft Saturday, UHC on Air, United UHC, and has gotten top 5 in a lot of other tournaments. Billy was able to win Minecraft Saturdays on his first try, and I think Nikolai won it on his second. If this team doesn't make it at least a deathmatch, I'll be very surprised. So that is my thoughts on who I think will do well and who won't. Overall, I think this is the weirdest roster for a tournament I've ever seen, especially since Dead Revel said there was a 200 concurrent viewer limit for the tournament, when that is clearly not the case. You have people like Mike Crack, who has 15 million subscribers and gets like 5 million views per video. And you have a lot of smaller streamers with like 200 followers. Don't get me wrong, I love a lot of the smaller streamers who are in it and think they make good content. But if you set your follower and viewer count at such a low number, there's nothing stopping people like me from saying, well, why can't I be in it if you have these people in it? At the end of the day, it is PikaClick's tournament though, so it's final say in who is on the roster and who isn't. I'm excited to see how this tournament does, and best of luck to all the competitors playing it.